Hi everyone, it's Judy. Welcome back to Rose Lane. Today we're going to be working a little bit more on the Christmas journal that I started with these vintage or Victorian forest animals or whatever it is. I have a big mess because I've been working. So I made this little piece. I tried one. Just kind of tried to come up with something. So I made this one, and we're going to make another one here. So I just got a few pieces together. So if I was going to put this on a page, this comes off. And what this is a pocket on the front, and I use some book page here. I never use book page. I always seem to have the wrong kinds of books that I look at them and go, well, I can't use that because it talks about, you know, somebody being mean or whatever. But, you know, I tried. And so I did that. So we have two cards here in this little pocket on the front. And then it's an over the page piece. And I made a little notepad here. So this just flips like this and goes over the page. And I used brads to hold it in place, so that if for any reason you wanted to use this like for lists or something like that and you didn't need it anymore, you know, like shopping lists or whatever, and you didn't want to keep it in your journal, you could just take these pages out and replace them with something else. So the way it would work is like this. I would probably put this, because this is a little bit plainer, I'd have this on this side. And then this could be on the plainer paper side because, you know. So what I have here is this is some cheesecloth. I just glued it down on the end and the middle is loose. So you can just go ahead and take your paper clip and put it underneath the cheesecloth, and you don't really see it. And the bow is right there. And then when you flip over the page, you have the things. Now, I also did not glue this down in case you wanted to stick like little somethings in or whatever, you know, it doesn't matter. It's holding it fine. It's not an issue. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to make another one of these. So I sorted through a lot of my, a lot of the scraps, my heavier paper that I use sometimes to print the digitals on, and then the cardstock that I used to back it. So I took some strips that I had, and I have these strips. I'm not sure what they were cut-offs from, but they were. So this is, let me get a ruler. This is not going to help me because that's too small. So let me reach this way. This piece happens to be about 4 1/4 by, if I can get it here, because I have cork on the back of this ruler, 10 1/4-ish, just slightly over that. So I didn't measure, it just happens to be about the size. All I did was fold it where I think I wanted it to go. So with that being said, I'm going to just go ahead and open this up. Well, I can if I took the paper clip off, but I'm not gonna. Let me see, where is my small ruler? I folded this up about just a hair under 1.5 inches. Okay, we've got 1.5 inches here, and it's just like, you know, a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead, put that over there because we're going to use that in a minute. Well, maybe not a minute. A hair under 1.5 inches. So let's just go right here. I'm going to put a little dent there, a little mark there. I didn't do this on the other one. I just folded it, and I thought, oh, that would look okay. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Somewhere I have a bone folder. Okay. And then, so that's there, give or take. And then we're going to fold this part over. I'm just taking the measurements off of here so it's close to what it was on the other side. Fold that one over. Hopefully that's right. Can't see when I lay it down. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's a hair longer, but that's all right. Not a problem. So let's just line up that bit there. We'll do that. Now I rounded these corners, which I'll do after I put the paper on. It's not what I did the first time. So what I did with this one was, like I said, I used the book page, but what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to use some of the digitals. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to put a piece of this down. I'm not going all the way down into the pocket. It doesn't have to. Why waste all the paper? So we're just going to go ahead. Actually, let me do it this way. Let me do it this way. I just got to get myself oriented here. So we'll start from this end, this way. I'm trying to see if there's a way. I'm not sure that it really matters, but I think this is probably more likely the way up. So I'm going to do it this way because more of it will be seen here. I think that's okay. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and glue this down. Now, in the case with my book pages, and again, you know, I don't think I deleted this last video out of here, so I'm hoping I don't run out of space. But again, if I do, and there is an abrupt ending, I will just follow it with, you know, I'll go back and get rid of the last video I did before this one, and go ahead and get rid of that, and then do a second one to finish this off, because sometimes, you know, that happens. So do want to go over the fold, but we have to be careful not to fold that until this glue is pretty dry. Okay. So I'm getting kind of excited about doing this. I'm really just kind of doing some ephemera to get me sort of where I need to be. Stop picking things up here. Yeah, I've been away from this for a while, and those of you who do these journals, or I guess maybe any kind of craft or artwork, you know that when you've been away, get that out of the way. I'm trying to bring this down from the back. I think I've cut it a little crooked, so I'd rather bring it in and bring it up this way, and I can trim from the top. Okay, but we want it all the way over, and I think I do. It might be a smidge too far. There we go. It's a little better. I think I can manage with that. I think I can. So we're just going to go ahead, get a pair of scissors, see if I can cut this without, now even though these are two beige papers, this one has got sort of a texture, kind of a, I don't know, pattern to it, and it's a little bit darker. So I should be able to see what I'm doing for the most part. Okay, so we're going to put that over there. So we have that. And what I want to do now is get my ink. And we're going to ink this. Now, when I did this one, I did not cover the back. I just left it with this paper because it can also be journaled on here if you like. You can cover it with something if you want. So just go ahead and do this on here and get this inked. So I hope everybody is doing well and enjoying their week. And Thanksgiving is just a short, little more than a week away. I can't believe that already. Unbelievable how fast this has gone this year. It's nuts how quick everything seems to go by. So before I know it, the holidays will be gone, and I don't know where I'll be, right? Okay, this side's a little over, so I'm going to just trim that. Got that in my my ink pad. So, yep, so we're moving along with the holiday stuff at work, and talked to my son this evening actually, and he says that he's not sure that his dad is going to be coming up from Florida for Christmas this year because his dad is retired. So I have not gotten to that stage quite yet. So it's going to be a little while for me, even though I'm due to retire in just a few years. It looks like we're going to be working for about another 6.5. So yeah. So anyway, so I'll be a little older than I ought to be when I finally retire. Let's do this down here as well. Okay, let me just feel like I bone folded this, but it doesn't look like I did. So, all right. Okay, so we have that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cover this with another piece of paper, and then, so that's this piece, okay? And then on the back, we have the same paper that we're going to use to make this little band. And all we're going to use for that one, and here's the little band, is this cute stripe, which I love. So I think what I'm going to do is just mark this. Make sure I'm straight with it. And I'm just going to cut out just a bit to give me enough so that I don't wreck it. Move that over there. Okay, let's see if I can find, there it is. All right. Put this little guy under here. And there it is. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and trim that. That's not too bad. Might be a little crooked. All right, so first things first, I picked up both things. First thing we're going to do is go ahead and we're going to put the piece right on here. So I think I'm going to want to do green and green, so, or as close to green and green as I can. Now the other thing, I was working on something else, a little idea that I had, because I'm trying to, you know, like remember to get into my stash and look at some of the things that I have that I haven't been using. And I've gotten some new stuff that I haven't used at all. I've gotten old stuff that, you know, well, not gotten old stuff, but you know what I mean. And, you know, so it's just, there's just been a lot, and I'm not getting to things, and I'm wanting to get to things. Make sure that I am. Okay. So again, we're not putting that over the fold. We're putting it just under. Okay. Rub up some of that glue. Okay. Whoops. Sometimes I get a little too much, and it stays slippery for a second or two. So anyway, so yeah, I was trying to think of something else I could put in that's, you know, a little bit different, a little bit woodsy and a little bit cute and whatever. So I have this, this green stuff, okay, and it's on a wire, and I have tons of it. I have like 4 rolls of this thing, ridiculous amount that I will probably never be able to use ever. I had some ribbon in my stash, this was a little too pink, so I re-dyed it. Love this color. I probably never be able to duplicate it again, but I do have that. And this is what I made. I have this, well, let me do this. I have this crepe paper that I got, big roll of crepe paper, and I decided, let me cut a strip and do a paper, you know, ruffle for the edge of the paper. And then I thought, well, that's kind of plain. What can I do? So this is what I came up with. Let me, well, you know what? That's not showing too well because it's on the, that's probably better here. I sewed the paper ruffle, glued down some of this green, got some red stickles, made little berries, which are still drying, more or less. I could do a better job. Put a little bow on top. I inked the edges, which I don't know how well you can see that I inked the edges on here because I did it after. Yeah, and I thought, isn't this just beautiful to put, you know, on the edge of a page? Let me get a page. I'm standing up. So if I wanted to, say, put it on an edge of the page like this for a paper edger, for a little paper ruffle, and I thought, how pretty is that? So then I thought, well, gee, you know, I got a lot of this, and I've got ribbon, and I have stuff to do pink Christmas journals and blue Christmas journals. And then I thought, well, you know, the off-white is pretty. So I went back. I thought I'll get a little bit more, and then I saw that they had a coffee colored one, which was, it's not a dark brown, but it's definitely a brown. Looks kind of like bark. And I thought, how pretty is that? Can make ones with those. So now I'm waiting on that. So my thought is I will probably see if by that first week of December, possibly, I feel like I'm a little off here. Let me go get this edge, yeah. Maybe make up some sets of this in the milk white color. I'm trying, see, I'm putting my fingers in this because it's not dry yet. In the milk white color and in the barky kind of color, and do it with blue and pink berries and the red and the green like this. And maybe put like sets of them in my Etsy shop or something like that. So I gotta get the glitter off my fingers. That's gonna take a minute. But anyway, that was kind of my thought. So I'm excited about that because they came out really cute. I really, really love them. And it helps me to use up some of the stuff that I'm thinking I will never use enough of. Okay, so we have that. That's cute. Cute, cute. All right, now here, this is my other piece. And this was just a cut off from a piece of a file folder. I'm sure from when I made the flippy flappy bee journal folio thing that I did earlier this year. So I'm sure that's where it came from. I was unpacking some other boxes in my effort to organize, guys, and guess what I found? More file folders. Oh, I don't need any more file folders. I'm gonna have to learn how to make more of these folios so that I can use up some of these file folders. Honestly, it's insane how many I have. I probably, just the manila color alone, this, you know, standard color, gosh, I don't know, I must have 100 of them, maybe more. Like, honestly. Well, it's good for me because I make a lot of mistakes and cut things up where I did it wrong and then have to recut it, and who knows. But anyway, so let's go ahead here. We'll cut down the side. Now, my biggest problem was putting the holes in the right place for the eyelets, not eyelets, the brads in this. So I have to pay attention, ink, to that. So let's go ahead and ink this one up. And then I think what I'll do is I'll measure from the other side where the pattern doesn't confuse me, because I think that was part of my problem yesterday when I did this first one. So let me get my little ruler. It is here. I just had it. I was just using it. I didn't leave the desk. Ah, there it is, buried under things. Here we go. Okay, so my thing is let's get in the middle here. First of all, I want to come in a considerable amount without it being too far in, and I'll tell you why. Let me first mark that. All right, I'm going to try to, well, it's probably best to do it this way. I'm going to come in about 5/6 or 5/8 of an inch, 5/6. Yeah, 5/8 of an inch. And I'm going to tell you why, because I have something in the process that I had another idea, and I thought, gosh, that would be really cute if I can pull it off. I'm not terribly, you know, artistic, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm only doing this because putting things in the center by eye for me anymore is very difficult. So I'm trying to make it as even as possible, because these I had to keep working with them to try to make them right. So okay, so we have, this is about an inch. That's easy. So stop moving. This thing is so slippery, this mat. Okay, let's go back there. Okay, try to get a line there. And where these lines intersect, I'm going to do my best to put the hole. I'm not always, like I said, very good at judging. I think I am where I belong, and then when I, you know, do it and look at it, it's like, well, I wasn't where I belong. So I'm gonna try. All right, so what I was doing was just putting holes in with this little teeny tiny, I don't know if you can see how tiny that little tip is. I don't even know what the size is. I have no clue. It's really small, but it helps me anyway to get, okay, I'm going to think that's right. Nope, I was off. No, actually I was right. What do you know? I was in the pattern, so that was a little harder for me. So let's see here. Ah, that one was good. I did good there. All right, let me put that away. Okay, so that's good. That's good. Good, good. So let me show you the reason why I wanted to put them in. I'm going to bring my little kind of foam thing over here. I have another idea. Using my stickles, I cut this little, I think they're just 1/2 inch hole punches. Not hole punches, round punch, you know, circle punch. And I thought, and these are just stuck into the foam. The brads are straight. Let me get out here where you can see it. So what I'm trying to do here, and I have to do it in layers, is when I do this one, when I go back and it's dry, I'll go in between these and try to make like little red flowers, and then probably put some gold stickles over the middle there for the center, so they look a little like poinsettias. These over here, I just kind of, you know, well, that's a little hard to see, but I just kind of came out in these straight lines like spokes, and then I'm just going to kind of dot around and fill in as much as I can. Try to make these look like wreaths and put little tiny like bit of stickles, which I'll probably have to squeeze some out and then take a pin or a toothpick or something and just kind of pick up a little bit and try to dab it on. We'll see, but it's got to be done in layers, so they have to dry in between. So if that works the way I would like it, they can go on something like this, okay? And it gives them room from the end, if that makes sense. So they're not real close to the edge, like that. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to put that back over there. And let's come back this way. At this point, I think we can, oh, let me ink here. Okay. We're still going. Thank you. All right. Get that there. My inking done here. All right. That stuff. Okay. I got to re-ink my pad too. So let me get my not that drawer. This drawer. And I think I just did, where's my other one? You know, I never did the back here. Oh no, I couldn't do the back. Okay, 3. Okay, that's a 7. I think that's the size 7. So let's go ahead and put that in there. I don't know where it went. Still in there. There it is. Okay. And then we just have to re-ink these. Okay. All right. Still one in there. Okay, there we go. All right. Let's just put that back in there. Get rid of my little bits. Ink this up again. Okay. And I'm a little close to the camera there. All right. So now, let's see if my glue is open. It looks open. Let's hope so. I'll get a little, well, I can glue this down. The other one, when I did the, oh, here it comes. When I did the book page, I did glue it down with glue stick because it was pretty fragile and old. So I'm going to try to get under there just a wee bit. All right. Hopefully enough to keep it down. All right. So let's go ahead. Put this up. Now, in the other one, too, I just took 2 cards out of my folder, my ephemera folder, and I rounded the corners on one and kind of made the other corners a little fancier. The fancier cut punch that I have. Okay, let's try to do that. Okay, so this one, I have some cheesecloth here. I have a longer piece for the top when we get to that, and a smaller piece for the bottom. So I'm just gonna pull off some of these threads. This is so soft. This stuff, almost silky, this cheesecloth. Really, really soft and nice. So then I just gotta I gotta unbury my words. So this I will put on with glue stick down here. Okay. Going the wrong way. Okay, so let's get that on, and we'll do some squishing and turning and twisting and squunching and get that in there. Nice, I hope. All right, that's pretty good. That one out there. All right, press that down. Now, in here, I have my words, trying to find, because I have one in mind. These came from chapter 1, and I think these are all the red ones. So let me see if I can find the one I want. That is that one, but I want it smaller. I think. I want it bigger. Where's my bigger one? That may be too big. Well, let's see. Let's try to cut this one out. I just thought this one would be cute because of the little mice, of course, that I'm putting in. They look like they want to, in the little image, they look like they're about to kiss. Aren't they cute? Oh my gosh. So I thought, you can tell I love cute. All right, let me put those there. And let's see if I can get this one. I'm going more for green on this one because the other one I used red as the primary color, though I don't have any red cheesecloth. That can probably be remedied in the future. But for this project right now, at least this project right now, I do not have red cheesecloth. So we're just going to have to work with it. Just going to have to work with it. So this one says, meet me under the mistletoe. Isn't that the sweetest? Okay. Okay, here we go. Inked up. We'll put that on with this. Let's go right way up here. All right. I think it should be okay. I'm hoping it's not too big for this. You know, I want you to be able to see enough of the cheesecloth, if you know what I mean. Okay. And let's see. I can pull some of this out over here. Okay. Because I'm trying to make sure. Hopefully my head is not in this shot. If it is, I do apologize. Okay, now I just kind of have to hold it up so I can see if I am basically, okay, that's good. All right, so one of the cards that I have, and I'm gonna have to ink this too, this one's gonna go in here like that, which I love. I'm thinking, let me show you this. This is the punch. I don't know how well you can see. There you go. So this is a hole it makes, this is a hole it makes, and then this is one corner, and this is another corner. Now, the thing I have to remember, I used this on the other one. I may use both of these actually here. I don't know. But what I have to remember, and I think I'll use this one on this one, is you can't go like this and then like this. You have to go like this and then flip it over, and then go here and then flip it over. Otherwise, your corners won't match. So I'm hoping I'll be doing this correctly. So let me put this down, make sure it's in there. Okay, so there's that. Now I have to flip this one, okay? And then it matches. Otherwise, it does not match. It'll go, this one will be here, and then this one goes down the other side. So I just have to remember that, which for me takes a little concentration. Okay, so that takes care of that. That was my ruler shifting over there. Okay, I'm gonna just cover this up here for a quick minute. Let's get this inked. I'm gonna just do it out here just because of those little bits and pieces. I could do it a little bit faster, hopefully. And then once it's inked, I think you can see the edges better, the corners better from at least from the back anyhow. So looks really pretty. Gives a nice vintagey look to it. Something a little different than just round or straight corners or tag style ones. So let me show you that. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Pretty. Okay, so that's going to go in there. Okay. Now what we'll do is let me put this over this way. Let's see. Okay. I want to keep this punch out because I have to make this tag out of that. So here we are. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it from this side again so that I can see where I want it. I'll mark the holes. Ooh, it's a little short, but that's all right. I don't know how I got it short, but that's still okay. That weren't, yeah, I think that's okay. All right. It looks straight to me. So I just want to mark my little spots here. There's something on my finger. There we go. Grab my little punch again. come in here, try to see if I can get it on the spot. That wasn't bad. I just dropped the card right out of the pocket. It's all right. And not bad. Not bad, if I do say so. All right, let's put my card over there. Make it a little happier. Cute. Okay. All right, let's get a couple of brads. These are just going to be, oh, you know what I need to do? Hang on one second. One more thing with holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let me try to line these up. I had one extra one up here. This is kind of interesting. I was using, there's still maybe a little damp, but I was using the oxide spray, brushed corduroy. And I guess this was one of the last ones I was spraying, and I should have shook it again. And you can see these almost like turquoise dots. So I'm going to put that one on top, just because it's kind of different. So we're just making this little pad. I'm going to try to line these up somewhat. Don't have to be perfect, but they have to be close. Okay, line them up. And then we're going to do the same thing here. Okay. I'm just looking here and here. So it's about close enough. And I'm going to, oh, you know what? I want to make sure it's not too far down. So I'll do it with this one. Because this one, I don't want it to be, you know, below the cardstock. Just get that over a little bit more, and that looks pretty straight. And we'll do it here, here. Okay, and then I need my little punch again. And hopefully I'll be close enough. Looks pretty good to me. Okay, get this one. That's not bad. Okay. Again, close enough. All right, so what we're going to do, get my brads. I don't think I got them out yet. So, okay, we're going to put brad through here. Something on my tongue here. Piece of glue or something. Okay. And then we'll put this one, I'm leaning back so I could see a little better what I'm doing. Trying to get it through the hole if I can. Wants to bend. All right. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead. Put that brad down. Get the other one. Put it through the little strip. Put it through the card or flap, I guess. And then put it through the paper. Come on. You can do it. There it is. Okay. And then just go ahead and put that down like so. We could take the paper clips off. That makes our little pad. Okay, hopefully I'm not shaking the table. So that's the pad in and done. Somewhat straight, I think. Very cute, very cute. Okay, the next thing we want to do, we'll do this. Let's grab that. Now, what I did when I did this one is, oh, let me ink the top here too. I did not do that. Okay. A little more on that side. Okay, good. I used glue stick, but I also used the 3-in-1 just because I didn't trust this to hold it permanently. So I have to check. I just left a little space in the middle, more or less, so that the paper clip can pass underneath the cheesecloth. once it's on. So let's put that away. And then, like I said, just not a lot, just a little shaky part of it, if I can get it to come out. Okay. Move my garbage can back because I was spraying those yeah, okay. Let me just kind of, it's fun. I bought one of those smeary things for your glue. You think I'd use it? No. See, I got it. I got it right here. You think I'd use it? Probably because I have to clean it, so. Okay. It's still on my finger if I clean it, right? But anyway. All right. While that's sitting for a second, let's just rough this up a little bit. Get rid of these. Move my garbage can a little closer to me. Okay. Okay, that's... Now they're stuck to my fingers because I have glue all over them. All right, that looks cute. All right. So we're going to kind of get it in the middle here, and then we're just going to scrunch, 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 and just sort of, don't necessarily want it very thick or wide. I just want a trimmed edge. Well, not a trimmed edge, but you know. Okay, let's try that. Put it where you can see me. It doesn't have to be all on the paper, but okay. All right, now what we're gonna do is, I did have a paper clip out here, but I think I've lost it in and amongst things. One of these days, I'm gonna work on a video with rusting these, because I've not been happy with some of the methods that I've gotten. Now, how did I do this one? Did it on the top. Okay. That means that's going to have to get one. All right, so what I'm going to do here is, I don't have a big paper clip. I did have the teeny tiny ones, but I figured with the ribbon on it and then going over a page, it wouldn't hold very well. So I'm using just a normal standard size paper clip. I'm going to put the ribbon through, do my best to get it pretty even. Should actually make one side a little longer than the other, so that when I tie it, it has a little more leeway. Okay, there we go. And for me, what I did was I went ahead and I put it right on the card, so that I had something that would hold it down. So I want the longer side to my right, because I am right-handed. And let's go ahead. This was just easier for me to tie a bow with this, if I had something holding it more stable. So let me try to open this out a little bit. Okay. I'm going to pull this. Now, I already put some glue on the ends of this ribbon, and I do apologize because, again, I'm not sure where I'm grabbing and what I'm seeing because of my lack of dimension. So sometimes I fumble with it a little bit, but I have already glued these edges with the thin a little bit of glue and water, just Elmer's glue. Squeeze a little bit out there, and that's it. Okay, so that's the top of that. That's that. You can put another word back here too if you wanted to. I might still. Okay, so the other thing we want to do here then is we want to put a hole, and I'm better when there's no pattern. I will try to eye this one up. Hopefully that's not too bad. I have these, which I will use. These were a digital from somebody to make your own over-the-top tabs. They are, I admit, a little tedious to cut out. But, you know, if you have not a whole bunch to do, you want to sit and cut out a half a dozen or so, you'd have them for your tags when you need them. And she has several colors. She has a yellow and kind of a craft color, but on my printer it came out pale, and there's a pale green. So the yellow color and the green color I thought would be pretty if you did like spring and summer journals. And these, I think she calls these red, but to me they're more the brown color that, at least from my printers, that these normally are. So that's what I found so far, is if I do the holes first and then fold them over, makes it easier for me to kind of line them up. I'm just going to get a little ink in there and a little ink in there. And then I put the glue on this. Again, for me, gosh, I look so dirty. It's because I've been using ink and stuff today. But spraying those sprays and using the stickles and stuff like that, and getting my fingers all in everything, and yeah, making a mess. So I'll go ahead, put this there around the hole, trying to make it as straight as possible. Then I just hold this down and put a little more glue back here. I must have some fibers on the end here, which wouldn't surprise me. And then just fold that over the hole that way. Get rid of that extra glue and whatever those little threads are that are all sticking to me. Oh, it was from pulling that, I'm sure, now that I think about it. Just put a little ink, a little ink. Okay, that's fine. Now, I have another green ribbon somewhere. There we go. Nope, that's not it. Where's my other green ribbon? I had two. I did. I had two green ribbons. Uh-oh. There should be another green ribbon somewhere. I don't know where it is. Well, I'll just have to cut another one and then glue that later. But I was sure. Oh, here it is. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. All right. So let's go ahead and put that through here. And again, what I'm going to do is stick this in the pocket so that it gives me a little more weight, because I'm just not that coordinated to hold these things down. And let me go this way, I think. And oh, I guess it doesn't really matter. Make the bows. I just can't seem to do it. So if I put it in here, it gives me a little bit of something more to hold on to. A little more weight behind it. So, and I find with my chubby fingers, I have to scrunch everything and then try to figure it out after the fact. Okay. This one, I made the one side a little too long, I'm afraid, but that's all right. I still think it looks pretty. That's very pretty. Almost done. That's that side. And then what we're going to do now is make this adorable tag. Now what I did was I cut some of this paper because this edging was in what looked to me like that aged mahogany. And I think it does, but I think what I'm going to do is take a little bit of the vintage photo and go over it, try to make it a little browner like this is. So I think I will do that. I think that works. This cheesecloth is everywhere. So I'll do that back here. Now I put this on with a funky kind of, put it on with this, and I kind of got lines on the back, but that's okay. Don't think it matches. Okay. All right. So I just inked it up a little bit just to give it a little bit. I've seen people do this. I've never tried this before. I'm going to try. This is just painter's paper that I crumpled and then inked. So I'm going to try it. It always looks pretty when they do it. I'm not sure all of whom I may have seen do it, but I am going to try. So, see what I can do here with this. All right. So I'm going to put that down here. I might have a little too much glue too far down. Okay. Now they do that. Put it down. I've already inked this, and I'll put this on top. And then what I've seen them do is just sort of crinkle the paper, push it in and around it. Every here and there, I think they may put like a dot of glue. And I say they because I can't remember honestly who I've seen do it, but I've probably seen about, I don't know, 3 or 4 people do it with the painter's paper, or maybe parchment paper, or some kind of thinner paper that they just tear. Maybe it's the paper even from Amazon packaging that they could be using. I'm not even sure. So let's try to see if I can get that in the middle. I'm going to take that glue up and out of the way because I think there's just too much there. I want to get the lumps out. Okay. All right. So this is what I've seen them do, is just sort of, I don't know. I'm not good at this stuff. I try. I do. Ooh, I got that glued underneath. That's probably not what I wanted to do. And they just sort of smush and crinkle it around and kind of call it a day. And I don't know if I'm any good at this at all. So it looks kind of cute. I kind of like that. Get rid of that glue up here. That's why I love this glue so much. Within a few minutes of using it, if there's something that you don't like or it's showing, you just rub it off. It's awesome, 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 awesome. I think what I'm going to do here, though, because this is the part that goes in the pocket, and I think that's just going to catch. I think I'm all right there. I may just, to kind of hold it in place a little, I guess. I don't know. Just in a few spots. Like that, maybe. I don't know. Okay. All right, I think that's okay. Well, maybe a little bit here. All right, I think, okay. So I think that's kind of cute. All right, that is kind of cute. It's a little different. Now what we're going to do, we're going to use the other one of these. It's a little bit bigger. So let's see what we get. Oh my gosh, this may not go in. I should probably do it from this side. I may have to kind of force it into place. No, all right, I think I can get it. So let's give it a try. If not, oh, flip it over, right? Okay. Now this side, and flip it over. And you do know I'm going to have to go over this with both of the inks again. Ah, all right. 'Tis what it is. These are like old makeup sponges. See, this is how I get full of ink, because I dip my fingers in it. But these are just old makeup sponges that I was never going to use. And so I threw them into my drawer of inking supplies. And I thought, well, I redid the drawer, and I thought, well, I had those. Why don't we try that? Because I don't use this ink very often, so I didn't know if I wanted to do anything. So now I'm thinking it looks a little plain to me. Let's see what I think if I put it in here. Okay, it's big. You really don't see the other card behind it. as cute as that is, push that card up a little bit so you can see some of the stripes anyway. I'm wondering if I push this to the side and then push this to the side, it makes it look, I'm getting the ribbon out. I don't know. I'll leave it for now. I think it's cute. Okay. Let's get rid of these guys. So it is kind of cute. So that is my two little over the page pocket pads, I guess we can call them. So that's it. So we have Merry Christmas on this one. Cute, cute. And we have Meet Me Under the Mistletoe on this one. How adorable. I'm probably going to put words on the back, but not right now because we're just about at an hour, so we're going to leave this alone. So that's it for this project, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I thought it was really, really cute. And within the next few days, we should be trying to make some more of these, hopefully. At least this style with the red, with this paper, because I don't have the coffee yet. And maybe with pink and blue, but probably won't come up until next week. We'll see. But anyway, that's going to be it for now. So in the meantime, guys, be safe, be happy, and be blessed. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.